2 weeks away now, Mark Prince, August the 2nd, third fight back. How are you feeling?
Feeling a little fit, feeling strong, feeling eager to fight. Hungry, man.
And how's the training gone?
The training's gone really well. You know, I think through every camp, that sometimes there can be some problems and stuff, but it's about being focused, and whatever's gone on to kind of disturb things, I've kept my focus going, kept training every day, kept working hard. Diet's really good, eating well, fitness is excellent, focusing on CrossFit training, and yeah, everything's on point, man. I'm good to go.
So let's just explain to the people now. You boxed for the world title some 14, 15 years ago. You've made a return 14 years later. What's the reason for that return?
Yeah, I never expected to be back in the ring. It is such a blessing to be back doing the job that I love so much and the job that I'm gifted at. And to be in this condition at 45, but the real reason to get back in was simply because I thought Kiyan Prince Foundation, my son's charity, needed to get the profile that was necessary to highlight the work I was doing and to get the help, which was to get a premises so I could work with more young people, get them off the streets. I used boxing to do that, used boot camps to do that, used motivational speaking to do that, and basically needed a premises and needed more attention on the work I'm doing so I could obtain these things. And I thought to myself, well, if I put myself back in the spotlight for not just a name as a boxer, but a very good fighter that's being credible and can take the top 10 fighters in the world, then I'll get everything that I'm after. So that's the quest that I'm on at this present moment, fighting, training hard, going through the sacrifice that's necessary to get myself back to the very top, to get all the right people backing me, and to get the help for Kiyan Prince Foundation, and you know, inevitably saving young people, helping other parents that they don't have to suffer the way I do emotionally, you know, grieving for their kid. And you know, I'm sure there's kids' lives that it's already changed.
So I mean, the people are going to be wondering, you know, 14 years out of the ring, 21 fights, or 21 wins, 1 loss, 17 KOs, 45 years of age. What has Mark Prince got left? That's what the people are going to want to know.
No doubt. And I had to know that and find that out for myself. So first I had to answer those questions, and to answer those questions, I had to bury myself in the gym for a year. You know, doing the road work, going in the gym, getting responses from other top trainers, other fighters, sparring with top guys like Nathan Cleverly and other fighters so I could find out how good I was. And only then, when those questions were answered in a positive and a confident way, and not only I believed in myself, and I realised I didn't have illusions of grandeur, what was happening was that I believed in what I was doing and I was proving it by my very actions. So I've got a lot left.
That's what I was going to say. You know, people will want to know that. Do you believe that you can still mix at that top level? Now, you said you've been sparring Cleverly with various other top pros out there at the moment. You think you're still holding your own?
Oh, most certainly. I'm doing more than holding my own. I've got world-class power. I'm a sound-minded professional fighter. And what's most important is your motivation to get up and train every day. That's one of the toughest things that a fighter needs to have to keep going in his later years. Professionals like Bernard Hopkins, who people have the ultimate respect for at 50 years old, still at the very top of his game, doing what he does. That's because of his dedication, his hard work, his motivation and his focus. And I have all those things and I've proved it in bundles. So I can continue to do this. Plus people forget, you know, just surviving your son being murdered and he was just trying to help someone is in of itself something they have to give God praise for. But to go from there to get yourself in physical condition to knock out your first opponent in the 4th round, your second opponent in the 1st round, and step up for an international belt in your 3rd fight, come on, you know, you have to recognize these things and realize that this is just not some ordinary thing that's going on. This doesn't happen every week with fighters. This is something extraordinary. And, you know, I give all the praise to God, and because I'm working in my relationship with him, I'm putting the work in and I'm reaping the rewards.
So let's get on to August the 2nd. credible opponent, very tough, durable, been in with some good names.
Only been stopped twice.
So what's your prediction for the fight? How do you see it going?
I can only see it going one way. I'm going to dominate this guy. He's going to try and pop out his jab, hit to the body, overhand rights. I've seen him, I've watched him. He's going to be very shocked at my speed, very shocked at my power and the passion that I have when I go in the ring to fight, and my knowledge of the game. And it's all going to be too much for him. So I don't see the fight going past 4 rounds again.
And finally, you know, the future for Mark Prince. You know, where do you see it going?
The future is bright. I see a lot more people supporting, understanding what I'm trying to do, backing KPF, backing the return of the Prince, and I can see more titles coming after this one.
Prince, best of luck on the 2nd of August.